Good evening, listeners, and welcome to Bowling for Blood. I'm your host, Eric von Tettenberry, and tonight my guest is the most furriest of fellows, the new coach of Gnafor's team, Halceon.
Good evening, everyone.
Once again, we are a bit pressed for time, so let's just jump straight into the questions that our viewers and listeners wanted me to ask you. Let's start with why did you choose this team, the Northors, over all the others that were without a competent coach at the start of the season?
Well, there's a funny story behind that. You know, I have a nephew by the name of Jonathan Neville Snyder, and he had this wonderful idea of training young foreign gentlemen in the proper arts of sport, but alas, his grasp his grasp exceeded his reach, and he did run out of funds. So, as the proper uncle that I am, I stepped in with a bit of monetary help and assumed control of the team because, obviously, the young poor lad does not have the experience to deal with it. So, here I am.
Oh, so helping out relatives, that's decent of you, and also I believe that you will do a much better job than him being as experienced with such matters. So, now that you've had some time to get to know the team, can you elaborate a bit on which players will, in your opinion, become the most valuable asset during the season?
Well, I have yet to actually meet the team. I've been really busy with monetary matters and stuff, but I have glanced over their sporting record, their bios and everything, and I have high hopes for these two young gentlemen named Skeg and Kopo. Odd those Kislavite names, but...
so the Storm Vermins.
Yes, they look perfectly capable.
So, how about the gutter runners? Those have been traditionally the most feared opponents because of their immense speeds. How are you going to rank them in the?
Well, it runs in my family that a proper man stands his ground and fights his own battle, and instead of running away from them. So I will deal with them as tradition calls for it, although one should never bar a great young man from his best talent, and, their best talent apparently is running, and I will try to find some compromise between these two values.
My hat's off to you, sir. Very, very gentlemanly of you. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so you didn't have all that much contact with your team, but you have obviously read up on the situation with the league, and presumably you have also read up on your opposing teams. So could you elaborate a bit on that? So tell me, which team are you least likely to enjoy facing, shall we say? And why?
Oh yes, I'm reading the league notes right now, and I have very, very low expectations from the team of Gobsnots. It's not Gobsnots. Because a team with such a detestable name will surely bring dirt and shame to the uniforms of my proper people. It's going to be a disaster, a disgrace even.
Yes, I have to agree with you on that, especially concerning that they are a goblin team. They will undoubtedly bend and break and even smash apart all the rules that they can, which is hardly the way that the game is supposed to be played now, is it?
Terribly improper, terribly.
Right, so which one would you most like to face of the teams that are currently available? Which is your favorite opponent?
Well, I have good expectations from the team led by Sir Pathragus, the Friendly Furies, because they do strike me as the honourable kind. I mean, they are named friendly. I expect nothing but the top respect from each team facing the other in this matchup.
I will pass this along to Sir Patroclus, and I bet that you will get along nicely, and perhaps go for a glass of sherry or something after the match.
Oh yes, yes, certainly.
Moving on, if I may bother you to give your predictions for the league and the results of it in the end, which four team do you expect to see in like the playoffs as the last four? Which teams will do the best?
Well, Northos will certainly be in there because,
naturally,
well, I would be shamed to not suggest that.
Mhm.
Furthermore, I believe the Friendly Furies will have a place, as well as the Nefarious Nixies and the Clawing Spikes. These four teams inspire me with confidence.
Sounds like you have a strong opinion on it, and I have to say, those teams are the most likely big scorers based on their team composition.
Indeed.
Okay, moving on again, what are, in your opinion, the areas where your team may be lacking, or at least needs some improvements? What are the places that you are going to concentrate on making better with your team in the coming season?
Well, to be honest, I am acquainting myself with rules of the game. Only recently have started this. So, in broad strokes, I would say that we will concentrate on improving our winning, and we will try to reduce our losing.
Oh, sounds reasonable and quite well thought of.
Yes.
Okay, that's almost all of the questions. Now, I would like to leave us off with completely free form. So the stage is yours. What would you like to tell to our listeners to expect from this upcoming season?
Well, I would like to address some terrible rumors that have reached my ears. Claims that my team consists of unusually sized rats walking on two legs in a grim and shambling parody of man, and I would like to assure you that this is a detestable rumor, and believing it would just be horrible. It would lower yourself to the level of peasantry. Instead, let me assure you once and again that any claims of ratmen are ridiculous. My team consists only of the finest young men from Kislev. They have a culture, a long-standing, storied culture of facial hair, and you should not disrespect them for that.
Well said. Also, I believe that these facial hair growth is they're cultivated to put off the opponents and make them suspect such completely false assumptions on your players as being ratmen.
I deny these allegations, and I would advise you to contact the local or not so local representative of Kislev, and they will set you straight on these matters.
I will make a note of this and get back to you with the results if we have indeed made a mistake in assuming that they are ratmen when they are not. I will, of course, apologize.
You should.
Yes. But yes, thank you very much for this interview, and we will be seeing you in the pitch, probably, soon.
It has been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Good
Goodbye.
night.